All right, well, we made it to the property. I got a cherry tomato, the first one of the year. Excited. Everything looks pretty good. The zucchini squash looks good. The yellow squash looks good. The tomato plants, they got beat up. We got a bad storm up here last night, so we did get rain, and I say thank the Lord for that. The cantaloupe looked good. So I'm gonna take the camera and try to get close to it, but I am so excited about this. And apple trees, they look pretty good. 3 of the 4 do. One of my Fuji's is getting yellow leaves. I don't know why. My other 3 trees, my one Fuji looks great. My Granny Smith looks good. My Yellow Delicious has apples on it. They're getting bigger. So everything there looks good. Don't forget, I'm going to run that Predator 1 pump here shortly. I'm going to put in some more of those bottles, fill them up with water, but we're going to transfer water off the back of the truck to the barrels. So stick around for just a minute. I'm going to take y'all down and show you the number of flowers and stuff that we've actually got going on. So, all right, so let's see how this goes. I'm not sure. I've got a DJI Osmos Pocket 3 camera. I'm just learning how to use it. So hopefully these cameras come out. I've got a lot of flowers. I mean, a lot of them. And I really do wish I could have gotten the trellis up before this stuff took off, but I didn't. So that's on me. This is the zucchini. We got these little flies, mason fly bees are in here. Oh, that's gonna make my wife happy. There's an actual squash right there. Man, oh man, I love me some grilled zucchini. And cucumber. There's a cucumber hiding down in there. Yeehaw. Oh man, exciting days. These all look pretty good. There's some more down here. Another yellow squash right there. So the zucchini and the yellow squash is doing great. The cherry tomatoes, I just put these wire baskets in just to try to salvage something. They got beat up by the weather bad. We might try to plant some more, do a second planting. I'll let my wife decide that, because even with this trellis that I put up, these guys fell over, but they're loaded with tomatoes. That is exciting. I mean, I just hope, we can get something out of it. If not, I'm gonna get me some fried green tomatoes. Look at this pepper. I gotta ask my wife if this thing here can be picked. Because this little pepper plant, it ain't get very big. It's only like 6 inches tall. The pepper is almost as big as the plant. That's crazy. So, it's the cantaloupe. It did great. So, very happy. Here's my one cherry tomato. I'm gonna take that and put that back in the truck. Apple trees. This is, I believe, a Fuji. Yep, this is a Fuji. That tree looks good. It's healthy. Got some spots on it. I'll find out about this. I need to put some more neem oil on it. The Granny Smith looks good. This Fuji. Arg. Yellow leaves. Don't know what's going on here. It doesn't look good. Oh, we'll find out. I'll be calling fast growing trees. And this is the Yellow Delicious. These apples, man, they look good. So we've done good. I'm not complaining. We've never had the opportunity to have a place with the garden because we live in a neighborhood with the HOA, and they'll throw a conniption fit if you do something like this. Anyway, stay tuned. We're gonna go fire up the Predator and move some water. Okay, so I've got everything set up to fire the water pump up. Now I'm gonna have to go get something to drink. But this is the Predator water pump. You've got a 1-inch inlet hose that comes down and goes into the inlet side of the pump. You got a 1-inch outlet and inside I've got that hooked up to a water hose. I'll show you what I did with that. So the first thing you have to do, make sure it's got fuel. I've already done that. Make sure it's got oil. I made sure it had that, you know, when I first got it. So I filled that up. Now I've got to prime it. And to prime it, you pour water in this hole. And since I don't have water, I got to bring water. And I should have brought a funnel, but there we go. So now we're full. You put your cap back on it. And this will drain this 50-gallon water pump in about 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So you got your inlet, you got your outlet. It runs into a 1-inch fire hose. And I made this contraption up right here that'll attach to this 1-inch fire hose, next down to a 3/4. And it allows this water hose to get screwed into it. And that hose goes in the barrel. So now I'm gonna fire the water pump up and go from there. And it's gonna get loud. So I'm gonna fire it up real quick, but I'll record it and try to turn down the sound. All right, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna step out of the camera for a second and go start this and walk over, and we're gonna fill it up in 2 minutes. All right, well, we got water coming. I've got a little bit of a leak right here. I got a little bit of a leak right here. But I've got water. I'm gonna watch this, and as it gets empty, I'm gonna switch it out and go to the next barrel. All right, so we've got the barrels filled up and went very well. Only took 4 minutes to do 2 50-gallon barrels. And I don't know if you remember from last time, I've got these little ceramic things I've got to put in the ground for the rest of the plants, and I've got to fill them. So that's what I'm gonna go do right now. Call my wife, the pepper plant's ready. So in 3 weeks, maybe 4, I have to count. We've gotten a little cherry tomato and 1 pepper plant. Not bad for our first time. And we got a ton of squash and zucchini, a ton of green tomatoes. So I will do another follow-up